Let me get ahead of you with something. You will never see things the same way again. This will literally be like an awakening. In this video, I'm going to reveal to you the 5 money secrets that Tony Robbins shares in his book, Money, Master the Game. And let me warn you, if you stay until the end, you will never look at money the same way again. There are only 2 groups of people. Are you in the group that keeps dreaming, or in the one that acts, learns, and masters the game of money? Put your hand on your heart and answer yourself honestly. Who are you? Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Vash, have you ever felt that you work hard, give your best every day, and yet money is never enough? Dash, that while you're counting coins, there are others making their money work for them, even while they sleep. Dash, isn't it frustrating to see how the system seems designed to keep you in the rat race? Relax, you're not alone, and it's not your fault. The educational system and the whole world never taught us how to manage money. They taught us to work for it, but not to grow it. Now here comes the irony. I'm sure you are a brilliant person, with talent, with the desire to move forward. But tell me the truth. What good is all your potential if you keep making the same financial mistakes as always? It would be like having a Ferrari but without gas. I want to pause to tell you something important. You are worth too much to settle for crumbs. You have the ability to change your financial and personal life. And I believe in you even if today you think you are far from being rich. But watch out, I'm also going to be brutally honest with you. If you keep doing the same as until now, you will never change your situation. And that, my friend, would be a tragedy. Tony Robbins says something powerful. Decision is the ultimate power, not external conditions, but the decisions you make today, here and now. And that is the invitation I want to make in this video. Decide that today will be the turning point. In the next few minutes, we're going to go through a story together. You're going to know your current status quo, the life before success. I'm going to show you how Tony Robbins himself had to break old beliefs and find mentors who guided him. You will face obstacles that you are probably already living. You will feel the threat of the final crisis, that moment where everything seems lost. And finally, you will discover the hidden treasure, the secrets that transformed Tony's life and can transform yours. So stay until the end, because there lies the key that many look for, but almost nobody finds. And before we start, I want to invite you to something. Subscribe to the channel right now. Leave a comment with the phrase, "I'm ready to master the game," and join this community that doesn't settle, but grows, learns, and shares. This won't be just another video. It will be a before and after in your way of seeing money. Are you ready? Let's begin. 1. The status quo. Life before success. Imagine this. You work hard every day. You wake up early. You put in effort. But at the end of the month, what happens? The money is gone. Bills, debts, small pleasures that turn into big leaks. And the worst part, you tell yourself, when I earn more, I'll save. But when that raise comes, magically expenses grow too. That is the status quo of millions. And the big lie of the system is that working more hours is the way out. Tony Robbins lived it firsthand. He was young, worked as a janitor, and barely earned $40 a week. At Christmas, there were days when he didn't have food for his family. Can you imagine that feeling? Having real hunger? That was his starting point. And probably your starting point is not very different. Lots of effort, few results. The lesson here is clear. It's not about how much you work, but how much you know about the money game. 2. The renunciation, breaking old beliefs. We are all born with inherited ideas. Dash, money is bad. Dash, saving is impossible. Dash, rich people are selfish. Dash, to have money, you have to work harder. Do these sound familiar? These are the invisible chains that tie us to poverty. Tony had them too, until he renounced them. He decided to question everything. Ask yourself right now, what if the way I was taught to see money is wrong? What if the rules I follow are the ones keeping me trapped? Renunciation means killing that old version of yourself that believes someday, magically, life will improve. Money doesn't respect illusions. It respects knowledge. 3. The Mentor, learning from giants. Here comes one of Tony's most powerful lessons. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Learn from those who already got where you want to be. His mentors were giants. Jim Rohn taught him that if you want more, you have to become more. John Templeton showed him the power of diversification and global vision. Warren Buffett taught him to be patient, to see investing as a marathon. Ray Dalio gave him a system to manage risk intelligently. The lesson? Then, if you want extraordinary results, study those who already achieved them. Are your broke friends advising you about money? Mistake. Learn from millionaires who already proved their principles on the battlefield. 4. The first obstacle, internal and external resistance. Now comes the uncomfortable part, applying. When Tony started saving and investing, he faced obstacles you will also face. External criticism. Enjoy the money. That's what you work for. Internal fear. What if I lose it all? Impatience. Why am I not rich already? The lesson here is the one Aristotle gave us centuries ago. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Then, the secret is to create financial habits. It doesn't matter if you start with $10 a week. What matters is training the muscle of discipline. Practical solution. Automate your savings. Set a % of your paycheck to be set aside automatically. Think in percentages, not amounts. Even if you earn little, save 10%. Invest 5%. Repeat until it becomes natural. 5. More problems along the way and their solutions. Problem 1. I don't earn enough to save. Solution. Robin says the problem isn't the amount, it's the habit. Even $1 invested today is better than 0. The secret is to start. Whoever can't save with little won't know how to do it with much. Problem 2. I don't know what to invest in. Solution. Robbins teaches the importance of educating yourself. Today, you have free resources, audiobooks, courses, podcasts, and even more. He talks about Ray Dalio's all-weather portfolio, which protects in good and bad times. Problem 3. I lost money in the market. Solution. Robin says the market always has drops, but those drops are opportunities. Like Warren Buffett, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Don't run away from drops. Take advantage of them. Problem 4. I'm afraid of risk. Solution.
diversification. Don't put everything in one stock, in one company, or in one country. Spread the risk. Reduce anxiety. 6. The final threat, the great crisis. Here comes the great monster, the personal financial crisis. Inflation devouring your savings, growing debts, unexpected layoffs. That's the point where most give up and accept a mediocre life. Then, what would you do in that situation? Would you give up or keep going? Tony also had to face the possibility of losing it all. The difference is that he decided to continue. 7. The ordeal, the hardest test. This is the dark valley. It's where you question yourself. Is all this effort really worth it? Family says you're crazy. Friends enjoy spending while you invest, and the temptation to give up is there. The lesson is brutal. Only those who go through the ordeal find freedom. Pain is temporary, but financial freedom is permanent.
8. The treasure, the 5 money secrets. Here is the final reward, what justifies the whole journey. Make saving a non-negotiable habit. Pay yourself first. Save before you spend. Diversify intelligently. Use models like Ray Dalio's portfolio. Spread your money across stocks, bonds, real estate, etc. Invest long-term. Don't try to get rich quick. Time and compound interest are your secret weapon. Learn the language of money. If you don't understand the rules, you'll always lose. Robbins insists that financial education is more valuable than any college degree. Make money work for you. Build assets that generate income while you sleep. Your goal is not to work for money, but to have money work for you. 9. The result, the transformation. Tony went from a hungry young man to a multimillionaire who not only lives in abundance, but donates millions to feed those who today are where he once was. And you? Imagine paying off your debts. Imagine watching your account grow month by month. Imagine the freedom to choose how to live your life. That is the new status quo that awaits those who apply the secrets. Alert! Call to action. Friend, if you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step, awakening. Subscribe right now, comment, "I'm going to master the game," and share this video. Don't do it alone. Let's build a community that grows together. We've reached the end of this journey, and I want you to look back for a moment. Think about everything we've gone through together. And finally, it is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Tony Robbins. The question is, are you going to play to lose, or are you going to play to win? The answer depends on you.